Oh yeah, have we had a rest since our last thing? I don't know.
Um, you would have had a long rest, yes.
Okay, good.
Alrighty. So, let's get this started then. The party is 7, that's right, because it's 1 foot per day. So you've traveled 9 days so far, and you got about 7 days to go until you get to Rorixville, which is the name of the town. I have the updated map there. Um, so yeah, you guys were camping out in the wild. Uh, yes. Oh yeah. So as a recap, um, you all uh, were ushered to leave Rockstone as current investigations were framing your group. Although there wasn't any proof to the rest of you, there was for Callista, who oh god, I gotta remember your character's names now. Balan was seen being dragged away in chains, and after making his quick escape, uh, you all made your own escape from Rockstone. And now, for the time being, should probably not return back to the city. Um, After deciding to travel south towards Odeo for Neroth to give his report back to um, his order, the what's the name again?
The Boros Legion.
Thank you. The Boros Legion of the Empire, because I couldn't be bothered changing the name. That's pretty much it. I'm like, they're already a thing, exist somewhere else. I'll just take them. It's fine. um, and so, when given a split path on the way to Adea to go between either the Wimblewood or go around the Wimblewood uh, towards through Rockstone, you all decided that going to Rorixville might be the safer path. And after a total of now 9 days of travel from Rockstone, you have about 7 days left. Um, I believe. Oh, there was like a wasn't there like a also like a funny dream or something that Neroth had? I can't remember. I think I did something.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I can't remember the dream though, like most dreams.
Well, it was initially when in Rockstone, you and Niana
Yes, for some reason I was getting bleed through from
Niana's dream.
Niana's dream.
Yep, you were getting bleed through. Um,
When I have no relation to this woman.
oh,
I'm
that's
not
right.
even the same species.
That's right. You were trying to think of what happened because the only sort of feeling you have from it was a very overpowering smell, specific for you, Neroth. You were the only one that has this very overpowering smell. It wasn't pleasant and it wasn't disgusting. It was just very strong. But it wasn't an actual proper smell. It was, you sensed it as a smell. It doesn't mean a smell was actually
Great. Does that mean I'm having a heart attack?
there. This is a hint from the DM to the player.
This is so abstract as a hint.
Well, I don't know. Why would you be the only one that has bleed through and also smells something? Come on. If you can't figure out by the end of the session, I'm gonna be so disappointed.
I can barely remember what exactly happened. So, aside from me being an ASMR and it being some divine thing,
Doesn't it have something to do with Julian's character?
yeah, but he's doing something within the astral sea.
I'll give you a hint. It's to do with either your class or your race. That's a hint for the hint. um, but yes, so now about 7 days off, getting pretty close to town.
I'm a Hexblade Warlock. My patron is a weapon.
You have another class, mate.
I'm a paladin.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. I've been saying the word sense like 5 times, man.
Mm-hmm. And I could probably divine sense something.
If you sense enough, you'll have a dollar.
Yes. Remember how there's something to do with smell in that feature?
Sniffing out
What, in divine
phase.
sense?
Yeah.
Phase fiends and undead.
There's 2
Oh.
parts. One's active, where you just sense the location of the creatures. The other is passive, which...
I don't remember the passive part of divine sense now. What?
Yeah, I'm just gonna tell you. This is
If you
this
don't
is
work
just
it out by the
sad.
end of this session,
This is
It's
just
so
sad.
close.
I can't. It has been so long, and I very rarely play paladins to begin
You're
with.
the one that
so-
told me about this feature. When you're in the presence of either great evil or great good, there is a very strong smell of either very pleasant smell if it's good, or a very pungent smell if it's evil.
So it's neither, meaning
Right.
Meaning maybe that's why you had bleed through.
I mean, divine sense is the presence of strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odor, and powerful good rings like heavenly music in your ears.
Oh shit,
So if
it's
it's
music.
not just fucking
fuck.
white noise, then you're doing it wrong.
No, I know. It was purposely white noise.
You said it wasn't white noise. You said it was a smell.
Yep.
Which means it's closer to evil.
Maybe.
Where does that say that is passive? It just looks like it's all part of the
It's
action.
just part of the basic ability sort of text, I guess you call it.
Yeah, I'm treating it as
But-
a passive thing and an active.
As an action, you can sort of make yourself more aware of it.
I'd like to apologize in advance when I turn evil. Just saying.
Oh my god, I'm gonna roll on the madness table later.
I'm gonna apologize in advance when I turn into a
Yeah.
warlord.
Simon, because of the way the actual ability is worded, I started taking it as you can always, like a paladin can always sense that kind of thing, but they can make themselves more aware of it
Yeah.
by taking an action for it.
Like concentrating on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's fair.
The downside of it is that
Like, and I'll-
obviously it's only great evil and great good.
I'll post it in Discord in
So,
general.
yeah. So just because something's lawful good or
Yeah.
chaotic evil doesn't mean it'll pop up on the sense.
I would hate to live that way where it's just like I can't even smell this good steak because it's too much consecration in the air. Like,
Or
God
if
damn
it's-
it.
If it's too much holy, then I'm just listening to good music. And
You just see him like booping up and down on the spot, like do 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 do, just to like sourceless music.
it's all right. Paladins are insane anyway.
Yeah, they're pretty good. But yes, so you're on your trip and you just woke up from camping in the wilds.
Yeah.
And you're getting, although like you sort of know a little bit about this road, Neroth, even though you're not crossing or going into the road that goes into the Wimblewood, and it doesn't cut, that road doesn't cut through the direct center. It's still kind of outskirts a little bit. It's still fairly in. There's still like a decent amount of trees outside the Wimblewood, or the area classified as the Wimblewood. Like, there's a few clearings on this path that you're taking, as well as a few thicker areas.
I mean, it's the outskirts of a forest, so the trees get sparser and thicker in places.
Yeah. And yes, so we'll do a little day of travel here. So for this day of travel, luckily because there's a path, you don't need any sort of survival check or anything, as it's a path. If you need a survival check to follow a path, that's a bit bullshit.
Hey, all of our characters could be blind. You don't know.
I mean,
They're not, but still.
yeah, no, Balin's not, and neither is Niana.
Narrow's eyes glow, so I don't know if you can see past that.
Or his thick ass helmet.
The thick guy's helmet, stunts the glow. No, it's fine. Sorry, I'm just being facetious at this point.
Intelligence. So as you're traveling along this path, who wants to keep watch for the day?
Not me.
I
Not
could.
for the day.
I mean, I guess I can. I'm not very good at it, but I can.
I mean, I could as well.
Balin has the highest, so you can do it. So just perception
Yeah.
check.
Mine's
old
probably among the lowest, to be honest.
Good old expertise.
If you look at the passive perceptions of everyone, that'll obviously tell you.
Yeah.
Hang on, I just gotta.
Actually, that's right. I'm tied with Isabel
Yes.
for terrible.
And a natural 3, so that makes it an 11.
Well, that's the passive of Neroth and Disable.
Yep. Wow, good start. Good start.
I
Roll
mean,
20. Good start, buddy.
the DCs do vary on your character levels. So you're going through a little bit of the thicker areas. And sort of this is part of the path that does go closer to the Wimblewood. Looking around the trees, I mean, sort of a little as a rogue, especially as an assassin rogue. Although poisons aren't your shtick, you do somewhat know a little bit about them.
I'm sorry? Poisons aren't my shtick as an assassin.
No,
Ah.
yeah, sorry,
I was like, what? I got a poisonous kit proficiency.
Yeah,
Anyways.
Yeah, so with that proficiency, as you're looking around, you do see the trees. You're not much of a nature dude, but like, there's certain withering on some bits of bark and certain sections of some trees that you sort of catches you off guard a little. You don't know if it's an actual poison, but it's sort of showing evidences or something you would attribute to poison. And this is sort of the first time you've really seen it on this trip. The path does go a bit closer to the Wimblewood here.
Yeah, I'll be basically pointing that out to everyone else. Just a bit of a warning if we're going to go foraging again around this area.
Yep. But apart from that, day goes without issue.
I just want to make a mini catapult while we're walking.
There's a spell for that.
Yeah, I've got it.
Yeah, you shoot the catapult with it.
No, I'm going to make a mini catapult.
Oh, man.
And it's going to break after the day, so whatever.
But yes, nothing jump scares you. And it sort of gets closer to the end of the day. You guys can go foraging if you want, or just use your rations.
Probably not going to risk it. I'll just stick with rations for this one, I think.
I was thinking I'd go foraging and see what happened.
Yeah.
I'm still not going to be very good at it, but I'll do it anyway.
Are you looking to hunt some creatures, or...?
Sure, why not? I have a longbow and I can use it.
Yes, you can. Does anyone else want to go, or...?
Yeah, sure. If he's going to do it, then I'll give him a hand.
I'm good, thanks.
Alright. Zabel, if you want, you can either work on your catapult or try get some plants and nuts and seeds and that kind of stuff.
I'm going to clarify. This catapult's going to be more like a sling.
Okay, you're making a sling. Liana, what are you doing?
I might just like stay put and eat rations and stuff.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right, Neroth and Balin, give me one of you a D10.
A D10?
A D10.
Yeah, go for it, Sandeep.
Roll 1d10.
4. Okay. um,
That laugh is making me very nervous.
Yeah, it is. It's making me nervous as well. What the hell is he doing?
well, the D10's to see if you find anything. Any creatures. And now
Oh
make
no,
a
what did we find?
survival check as well. One of you.
All right, I'll do it. So I've got proficiency.
But yeah, please do.
11.
11 again.
Fuck's sake.
Oh man, that's hilarious. 2 in a row.
No, it's not.
Your
It's gonna be one of
proficiency
those
and
days.
expertise for doing higher than this.
Something interesting happens that you're both very familiar with.
Oh no.
Alright, I will open
Literally,
the
that's the 4 on this
creator.
table I made. Is 1d4 wolves.
I guess I'll open a character creator.
We're fully healed up. We'll be fine.
All right.
With our rolls today, will we?
All right. The two of you roll initiative.
Alrighty then. Here we go. Oh my god! I'm throwing a quick assassinate.
All
God
right,
damn
you're
it.
not on the character thing. That's right. I'll just remember this initiative.
We haven't got tokens. That's why.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
You really should actually just leave our tokens in like the top or bottom corner,
good
so we
idea,
can
actually,
select
'cause
them
we're not-
first.
Yeah,
I think you can drag them out yourself, but if
we can actually. I'll just do that. I'll just put it like.
Mm.
Let's just drag mine out. Put it down
You
the
know how
bottom
it
right.
works? We could drag them out ourselves.
There we go.
yes, you can. So
We
you
can drag 'em- We can drag them out ourselves. But Pete, I know what you're thinking. Don't do
I
it.
did it in the other group. I made.
Why is your token so large in comparison to mine?
Why is it? I can't change the sizes either.
I just dragged it out from the inside the thing. I don't know why. Why I can't change the size now? I don't know. Please get small. Fine, go away.
There we go. There's one. I fixed it.
But yeah, you'll have to add it now because we know he's rolled a 12 and I've rolled 19.
Yeah, so you can actually re-roll your initiatives while clicking on the tokens, and you can actually
Yes.
change your own number yourself.
Yes,
Yeah, I know that.
please. Yes, please.
Okay.
Oh, of course! Of freaking course!
yeah. So yeah, change that to a 12.
Ah! Ah, roll 20. Screw you. Seriously.
Oh, that's funny. Why do you,
That's mean.
why
That is so mean.
your initiative 28, even though you've only got 17 dex.
I've also got
Alert.
alert.
Thank you.
He's got alert,
Thank
so
you. Yep.
I got alert, so I got a +5 bonus.
All right. Well, the
And I
wolves
can't
got a
be-
natural 1, so you guys are first.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I rolled natural 1. I'm like, okay, they're last.
Okay.
Time.
How far away are these wolves?
Close enough for you to run up and hit them. So there's 3.
Okay. So I'm going to run up and booming blade them. Booming blade one.
Sounds good.
I don't particularly care about being quiet right now.
It's fucking
Oh,
dead.
that's 20!
It's fucking dead. You run in and slash at this one, and as you slash through, it's like sort of
So that's-
whimpers as its body then
9 plus the
explodes
1d8.
with a thunderous boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm yeah. Fuck. That's that. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I guess.
Balon.
Given my assassinate ability, I will have advantage on attacking these guys.
You will.
So I'm just going to proceed to shoot at the first one that's running towards me.
They're both at Neroth right now, and they're fucking pissing themselves.
Okay, I'll just shoot at one of them that's targeting Neroth then. So, pow. Sorry, 23 to hit.
Yep, get that sneak attack.
All right. Let's see if this works. It does. There we go. So,
It's
thir-
also
13,
fucking dead.
13 damage on that, and that was
It
really
only
low
has-
rolls.
They
That was
only have
really low
11
rolls.
health. So this one dies, and now it's its turn, the last one. I was gonna roll a wisdom save, but nah, it's gonna fucking bail. Make your attack of opportunity, Neroth. As it just dashes, missing, because the 13 AC. and with its 80 feet dash, it's gone. That's initiative.
Excuse you. No, I missed.
That was funny.
I feel slightly better now. I don't actually feel any better. Not gonna lie.
Why was it so difficult the last time this happened?
Because Roll20 hated us.
Yeah.
And now Roll20 has taken away the only 20 I'm gonna get during the game.
Well, it decided to let me do a natural 20 for a basically an inconsequential roll due to having to put my thing there. Like, yeah, of course, I'm really angry at Roll20 now.
Right, so you have two wolves as you both bring them back to camp in this period of like you're only out for like 5 minutes and you come back with two wolves. And
Guys, I haven't even got the campfire ready yet.
Yeah, the campfire's just not up. It's just this flimsy catapult that's being made in the middle of the camp right now. It's like, what are you doing? That's a really weird looking campfire.
And then I just create a bonfire.
Yeah, bonfire, that's it.
Alright, the campfire's up.
Every minute, constantly recasting it. Yeah.
Because it doesn't actually ignite the wood. Doesn't say that it does. I'm pretty sure.
No, it does.
would eventually.
The bonfire ignites flammable objects in its area.
Oh, does it? Okay. So basically, just cuts it once, and then that'll actually light
Aren't being
the
worn
wood.
or carried.
Okay, yeah. So you come back with the two wolf corpses. As you're cutting them up, whoever wants to make a, you see the wolves. They look a little malnourished. These ones. Sort of a little thinner. They don't look that healthy.
I shock on the tongue.
Should I attempt to survival it to see how much I get out of them?
Sure, yeah.
All right. 24.
Not only do you get how many rations would that be? That'd be a fair bit. That's for you. I will say between the two wolves, you only get about 15 days of rations from these two wolves,
That's pretty darn good.
Which is
That's
a
still
lot.
pretty good.
But the reason I say only is because you sort of notice this as you're cutting them up. There's a few bits in their body that do not look safe to eat.
So I guess it's lessened then in terms of the amount of rations total.
How about this? Purify food and drink.
Do we have that?
I do.
Oh, you do?
Do you have it prepared?
I certainly do.
Is it prepared?
Because if so, link the spell.
I can cast it directly.
Oh wait, I've got that as well, actually.
Okay, so it's like I just present the meat to you both, and you both just purify them for us, and then we can get the full effect out of it.
Okay, yeah. So you
working as a team.
All right, so there you go. 20 rations.
20. Whew, that's
20.
5
That's
each.
5 each.
Yeah, that is 5 each.
And as you're casting this, Balin, you notice it especially as you were cutting them before and had a good look at the unpurified bits as you put those unpurified bits in that pile. You did notice it seemed to be infected with some sort of like worms, like little. As the spell was cast, you hear these worms sort of like.
Duh.
They sort of writhe in pain before popping from the purify food and drink.
At least you don't have to eat them.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you. That's preferred.
I still shock on the tongue.
Sure, go for it. Not sure why, but that's just gonna be for you to know and me not to find out.
Oh, I just got a lot of protein.
Yeah, tongues are very nutritious.
They're actually very, very nutritious.
And me, I'm a strong, growing boy. About to turn 18. Gotta get all the protein I can get.
Yeah, Balin's. It's not Balin. Zabel's fucking young.
Gotta have that protein.
Yes.
Pull that away, shake.
Protein.
Protein.
And 2 dumbbells. Starts lifting in front of you guys.
Yeah, but like considering like Zabel in his current form is probably like the probably the dumbbells are like super light ones. Like those ones that aren't even metal.
-1 in strength.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like you probably got those brightly colored sort of plastic looking dumbbells. You haven't got the metal ones yet.
Like the stereotypical pink girl ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He hasn't got pink. He's got like just like a fluorescent blue one or something.
Whatever fluoro color is able to have.
We said it, so it's canon now. I'm putting dumbbells in my.
But yes, you have 20 days of rations, and I'll skip the night watch bit because nothing's gonna happen, and I'm not gonna do it every time. Mainly, I'm not gonna do it every time. But you travel the next day,
Okay.
and
Do a long rest again because I get my spell back.
yeah, using the same checks as yesterday just to make it quick. And it goes pretty uneventful, and you complete that day as well. So that's, let me just do 2 days of movement.
Hey, Kyle,
Yes.
are you meant to be live streaming?
Oh, I'm recording instead.
So putting it up as just a VOD instead. Yeah, it works.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
works.
it's fine.
Um,
I'm not sure people aside from us were actually watching it.
Not
in any
really.
case.
um,
So, I mean, as long as we have a recording, it's all good.
Well, the thing is, though, you record it, it makes it better because then you can actually just edit out like dead noise, like dead time and stuff like that. If, like, say there was a break or something, you could just edit it out.
I can't be bothered. So yes, 2 days go fine. You got 3 days left. If Niana, do you want to do a perception check for the trip?
Sure.
Ooh, 22.
Huh.
Hey, it looks like there's a new monk subclass,
We'll have to look at that later.
Cobalt Soul.
Oh yeah, that's Critical Role. That's been there for a while.
Yeah, that is critical roll.
I haven't seen it until just recently.
It's like an investigation-based monk, finding
Yeah.
information. Yep, 22 goes. You also notice sort of you're still sort of in a thicker tree area, as the town is closer to the forest for resources and lumbering. And with a 22 during this trip, Niana, you also do notice, after Balin pointed them out a couple days ago, sort of bits of trees having some sort of withering on certain patches on them. But what you notice is that in terms of the plant life around, it's only trees. The bushes seem more or less fine, as does the grass and other areas. But it seems to be specifically the trees, more so the tree bark. But make a nature check as well. 3. Yep. So bits of tree bark and sort of bits of the like areas of the branches and leaves are also seemingly what Balin said, poisoned. But you don't know if it's actually poison or something else, or you don't know a lot about trees. They're just trees.
Yeah. Can I break off some of that bark and then show it to the group?
Okay. So you go over to one of the trees, and as you get close to it and you go to the bark bit, you grab a bit of the bark that's withering, and you go to pull it off, and then you hear something from the tree, almost like a slithering, as you notice a creature jumps out at you. I'm going to move you all to a combat map.
Oh, fun.
Roll initiative.
No, I don't feel like rolling initiative.
So, let's drag. Nope, that character's dead. Let's not drag that one on.
Ow. Ow, ow, ow.
And Niana.
Why you keep hitting me where it hurts?
So,
Why you keep doing this?
Not bad.
so you're like there.
Pretty darn good, actually.
Oh yes, and little buddy as well. 3 of you are probably like this. You guys would be on the road. Niana sort of walked off to the.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that's good. And you see this jump out at you. Seemingly a snake from the inside of the actual tree itself, like it's part of the tree and it's sort of moved out of the bark or partially out of the bark. Screw it, I'll just roll the initiative here. 21, wow. But that is that.
Nick a snack.
That's interesting.
Oh, I'm gonna make sure little buddy's health is right.
Yes, that's good. Alrighty, Balan, you are up first.
All right, so hearing upon the dangerous hissing, going to move up to about here, and to get a clear shot, and then attempt the advantage attack because I go first against this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll see if I can shoot this thing down. Yeah. 24 to hit with advantage.
Yes, that hits.
All right, so whoop. 16 damage.
Not bad. 16 damage. It takes the 16. It did a decent amount, but still relatively healthy.
Okay, then bonus action attempt to hide among the trees.
Alrighty.
Back, I guess this way, like towards this bush.
Sure.
Since I got my Mask of the Wild, I could potentially hide in this.
Yeah,
so I will
right.
attempt to stealth. So not with advantage. Let's turn that off. So 18. So that is going to be my turn.
Sneeze. Alrighty. After your turn, it is the snake's turn. So the snake, as it was doing before, is going to lash out at Niana. But it is not going to bite. It is going to try and constrict you, as it sort of its body, seemingly no tail in sight as it's coming from out of the tree, shoots at you as if to bite to cause you to flinch, and then tries to wrap around you with a 23 to hit. I have the wrong damage die out. As you are grappled and restrained. Oh wow. And you take 11 bludgeoning damage. CS Niana, you take 11 damage. And that'll be its turn. After its turn is actually something else. As Balin, you hear from your right, sort of like some large creature slowly walking over from the east. And
Okay.
with its advantage on smell, it does just see you.
Crap.
as you see a sickly green troll
Oh, not again!
walking out. Sort of looks down, smells you, and then eventually sees you.
Crap baskets.
And will what is it? 1 bite and 2 claws. So the bite, natural 1, the claw, 20, and the second claw, 23.
Okay,
21.
so that's 2 hits. Roll the damage separately because I do have uncanny dodge.
Uncanny dodge. All right, so I'll do the first claw.
Mm-hmm.
14.
All right, I'll halve that to 7.
All right, and the second claw, that's good because this one's less, is 10.
Yeah.
And I would like you to, for both of those claws, make me 2 DC 14 con saves.
Shit. All right. So 11.
That's all right. You can't. It's not damage.
Yeah.
It's just a.
I'm guessing poison.
Blah blah blah. Actually, no. Technically, I shouldn't tell you these effects.
All right. So I guess I'll find out later.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I should actually add that to initiative just to make it easier to track, because I rolled a nat 20 plus 1 for 21.
Holy crap.
Yeah. The snake was alright too. That's right, I'll just leave him there because that's still above Niana. So Niana, now it is your turn.
So I think I'll just I'll try to summon my astral arms and pull the snake away from me, if possible.
So you cannot move while being grappled or restrained.
Okay.
So grappled you can't move, and restrained, you have disadvantage on attacks, and creatures have advantage on attacks against you. So you can try and break out, and that'll be a DC 16, either athletics or acrobatics.
I'll do acrobatics then.
Okie dokie. DC 16.
Like that.
Oh, easy. So with your action, you sort of writhe your way out of its grasp and are no longer grappled or restrained. But that is your action.
I'm gonna move away from that snake.
All right. Where are you moving?
Towards the group.
All right, you will take an op attack from it. I will say, just for the sake of it, I'm assuming you're not going in and then out of the troll's reach.
No.
Yeah. So the snake will make a bite attack against you. With what is that? 11 plus. Does 17 hit? No, it does not. Your braces save you as it tries to bite at you, and you sort of hold the braces up, and you hear its fangs just scrape along it. But it misses you. Anything else?
No, not the timing.
Alrighty, Neroth.
Well, considering it's probably not good to leave the troll where it is, I'm gonna step over. I'm gonna step over here and Eldritch Blast it.
Okie dokie. Does a 15 hit? Just, yeah. AC 15.
So that is
8
8.
damage.
8 damage, and it's pulled 10 feet towards me.
Oh, you've got that one. Nice.
I have grasp. Yes.
Very cool. Very cool.
10 feet straight towards me. And guess what? I get to do it again.
Yes, you do.
You're a warlock scorpion.
Yes. Get over here.
So it moves 20 feet towards you. That's impressive. That's exactly in melee range.
Uh huh.
So
And I moved there for a particular reason.
Very nice. As you shoot the two Eldritch Blasts, just you watch as both of them hit it, almost like the edges sort of reach forward like almost like a cup facing it to grab it, and then the blast, rather than blasting off, scattering in the distance it was traveling, as soon as it hits it, the blast scatters backwards, pulling the creature with it, just pulling it once and then twice.
And then as my bonus action, I'm going to Hexblade's curse it.
Alrighty, it is Hexblade's cursed.
In fact, I probably should have done that first, you know?
Probably. But
That would have been an extra 6 damage.
Yeah.
That was a mistake.
Oh well.
Oh, well.
Do it next.
You saved
I
a bit.
forgot about it.
And I'm assuming that's that for you.
Yes.
Is Zabel.
I'm gonna say I'm sorry, my friend, and throw my catapult on the ground. And then I'm going to cast
Catapult,
Branding
catapult.
Smite. I'm gonna cast Branding Smite on myself. And just shoot this troll.
Yep.
So let's see. 17?
Yep. That hits.
Oh god. Oh, I forgot to do the Branding Smite thing. So no.
Just roll it separately.
Yeah, you can just roll separately. It's fine.
That's Branding Smite.
5 radiant, and is that the glowing one?
Yes.
Okie dokie. Alrighty.
Damn, those are some low rolls, bro.
Yeah, unfortunate.
I mean, it's
Same
taking
for
a
me.
decent amount of damage.
Damage is damage anyway.
It's also a troll, so it's going to undo some of that damage.
Yeah. Does anyone actually have fire?
I have bonfire.
I guess we'll do that when it's down to the ground, I guess.
Anything else is able?
I am going to just move here behind Neroth, and little buddy's gonna run up and just sit there, I think.
So that
Actually-
he can do the impose reaction thing.
He'll go here, actually.
Okie dokie.
I think he has to be. Yeah, it's within five of the creature. That makes it clear. All right, and that's it. For now.
All right, Balon, you're up.
All right, so Balin is just going to quickly load up his crossbow and level it at the troll, and proceed to shoot at its back.
Let's see that attack then.
19 to hit.
It sure does.
So 14 damage total.
14. Wow, that's low. 331.
Yeah, well, 331 plus 4, but that's all right. Okay,
That's
so
right.
then
It's about half health now.
And then it'll be back above half health once its turn comes around again.
So I'm going to create a little bit of distance. So I'm going to be down to here, and I'm going to attempt to hide among the trees.
Okie dokie. Make that stealth check.
25.
25. You're confident the troll does not see you.
And that, yep, that is turn.
Alrighty.
Kyle.
Yes.
Just so you're aware, little buddy automatically uses dodge if I don't give him an action.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if I attack it, if I do end up attacking little buddy, you just remind me then as well.
Would be here instead,
Yeah.
actually. Need to stay in range, so I'll hide in there instead. There we go. It's the same thing.
Okie dokie. The snakes. So this one retreats back into the tree. And this other one,
Get out of here, car.
I'm not kidding, it was literally already right there.
What?
Yeah, I was like, oh man, he literally ran right next to it.
I don't believe you at this point.
No.
Get the
Yeah,
troll
yeah.
next to me.
You're
Another
just giving us
snake.
some. You're just giving
I
us some.
literally like I put the two of them next to trees. Right? There's the top one up there, and there was like a bunch of bushes here. I'm like, there's probably a tree there, so I put one there beforehand.
He's trying to kill you too, Simon. Trying to kill you too.
He hates me doing the whole hiding in almost plain sight with my Mask of the Wild. He hates it, so
Well, like,
he really wants me
you
dead.
you were like here originally, so I'm like, oh, it can still bite you because it's a 10-foot reach. And
If
then
you
you went
kill me
there. I'm like,
again,
oh,
I'm
now
getting
it can
back with
constrict you.
Bloodsucker.
So it's going to try and constrict you.
Does it see me still?
These things have the burrow sensing tremor sense. That's it.
Oh.
Which you get the idea. Seeing the first snake wasn't visible and was still able to jump out at Niana.
Okay, guess I'm getting hit then.
Yes. So that is a natural 2. It misses. As you watch this thing shoot out, you sort of duck out the way quickly as it tries to wrap around you.
What is this? God. This forest is bloody trapped!
Actually, I'm going to keep the top one on the player layer just for the initiative thing, but that top one is hidden. So I will
Just give it a mark of some kind.
put a stealth boy.
Well, can you just... Will putting it in GM layer do anything? In terms of the...
If I put it in GM later, it hides it on the initiative order because that's...
Oh, okay.
Actually, no, I can do this instead. If I duplicate it. And then...
Then put that in GM layer.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, that works.
Oh yeah, GM. There we go. Nope, wrong one.
Wrong.
I'm an idiot.
Yep, there we go.
Wait, what am I doing? No. Get back. Oh, I'm fucking myself over. Hold on.
We want the one that doesn't have the initiative tracker.
Yeah, I know. I
on our
was like,
screen.
wait, why did I swap them around? Okay, I'll put this one up the top here so no one can see it.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, I'm an idiot.
You done did it, silly.
You heard it here first, folks.
Alright, shut up. Alright, so that's its turn because it just missed you. The troll, Neroth, you did, so disadvantage on the first attack, I believe, because reaction, little buddy.
Yep.
Natural 1, for the bite, and then it's going to claw twice at Neroth. Oh, wow. That's a natural 20 and a natural 19. So 26 for one of them.
26 is it?
Yes.
For the one that's not a crit?
Yes.
So I'm gonna shield.
Oh my god!
That brings you up to 26 though, which still hits.
That's right, it does. Fucking hell.
So 2 hits, so
Never
make me
mind.
2 con saves.
If it's a disease, I don't even have to make it.
Yeah, it slashes at you twice, and you see.
I'll roll it, but I mean, if it's a disease, then I can't be affected by it.
It is in fact a disease.
Then it doesn't affect me.
As it slashes into you twice, you see sort of, especially along its hands and along its mouth and teeth, now that you have a proper view of it, those little worm maggots that you saw last time, just covering this creature, eating away at its own flesh.
I'll probably make a very good note of that, and then I'm just going to sort of look over at Balon and go, I'll take care of that.
Yeah, and you see, because of this disease, it does not heal. But let's do the damage.
I mean, I'll use my lay on hands on Balon later.
Yeah.
To remove the disease.
The crit. It's not bad. It's a 16 damage.
Uh-huh.
And the non-crit is 11 damage.
Uh-huh.
So there we go. That wasn't that amazing. So 27 damage total.
Uh-huh.
But that is its turn. Niana.
Yeah, I'll
You know?
attack with my astral arms at the troll.
Yes, bring forth the Muda.
Damuda.
Muda, 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 Muda.
Stand battle.
Oh my god.
Basically, is a stand with considering how the arms work
It just
almost.
gave me an idea of like a boon to give Niana.
Oh
Basically, like
god.
Guardian of Faith, but it's like
Zawardo!
um anyway, so yeah, attacks.
I swear,
Hits.
if Julian's stand isn't Killer Queen, I'm going to revolt.
That misses, does it?
No,
Yes.
16 could hit.
16 hits. You need a 15,
Okay. Okay.
as seen before by someone else.
The 8 damage, is it?
Yep.
Go again.
Another. Yep. Another 8.
And one last time.
And you said it's not
Nine.
healing, didn't you?
Very nice.
Yeah, he did.
Nope, I put an extra digit on there. That was non-intentional. Yeah, took a good chunk out of it. It's sort of starting to sort of struggle a little bit, almost as if it's at a quarter health. And yeah, I believe that's it for you.
Yeah.
Right, Neroth.
Okay, so let's go Booming Blade.
The Boom Boom Blade.
Okay.
Ooh,
Oh!
Alright.
baby.
That's one-handed, so that's 7 plus 6.
I was also going to Divine Smite this.
Alrighty, that's so 13 plus. Oh.
That's the Booming Blades, because that's doubled too, right?
Oh yeah, okay.
And
No,
then
you only get
it'll
1d8
be,
for the Booming Blade.
isn't that dice also doubled?
Yeah, so the oh right, you rolled. I get it. All right, so
But
3.
the Booming Blade dice should also be doubled, right?
Yeah, but Booming Blade at this level will only give you 1d8 single target.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you roll 2d8 for the crit. Yeah.
Yeah.
7.
And then I should get an extra 4d8 for this 12 slot?
Yep.
For Divine Smite? Oh, what the fuck? That's so low.
Wow.
How do you want to finish it off?
Hey!
You needed that crit and then smite.
It's literally just going to be a thunderbolt that comes crashing down on it.
Yeah, you make your slash with that sword with your sword. The vibrating thunderous energy, with the necrotic from your Hexblade's curse almost reaching to your blade to pull it into this creature, and then the radiant combining it all into just one massive sort of all the trees shake and rustle. You hear the birds in the trees fly away, as you slash a good chunk into the thing, as the flesh cuts much too easily, and a very pungent smell leaves its body,
See,
not normally accompanied by creatures, as it
that was a
dies.
19 crit as well,
Yeah, I know.
because of Hexblade.
Yeah. Anything else?
I don't think I need to do anything else. No, I used my bonus action for booming.
You did it last turn.
Oh no, I did action for booming, didn't I?
Yeah, so action's gone. You have a bonus action.
Oh
yeah, you heal from Hexblades.
I had healed 5 already.
Oh, okay.
So I don't really. Actually, I can still move. So let's see. This was, what is it? 30 feet? That's still plenty of distance. So I moved 5.
Yep.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Alrighty. Anything else?
No, I'll just that'll do. I don't need to do any more.
It's Zebo.
All right. I haven't got anything witty to say, so I'm just gonna move over here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah,
See,
that's
I
it.
forgot I could stack Divine Smite on top of my Booming Blade.
Ah,
And I'm
Hmm.
just going to do the best supporting action I can think of and just shoot the fucking snake.
I wonder if that thing counted as undead or not. If it was, or was it still alive technically?
I was still alive,
Okay.
which is very, very diseased.
18,
18,
yeah.
I believe, will hit. Yes, it does.
Sweet.
It does not have full plate on.
Kill you.
I'd be so stupid shocked if it did.
Oh,
14 damage to it.
nice. 14.
Oh, ouch! Nice.
It's
That's like
impressive.
even max.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm just gonna tell little buddy to attack him as well. And just like, get over there. And he's 20, and he's gonna slap him. Where's little buddy? Where is he? There he is. Where is it? +4. Roll this, please.
No.
Natural one.
Oh,
Yes.
I did roll. Whoops. Sorry.
Oh, is
ignore
there
the
only one attack?
second one. Yeah, I didn't think it rolled.
Ah, okay.
Force empowered Ryan.
I guess it missed.
Yeah, natural one will miss.
And that's it.
Alrighty, Balon.
So Balan's seeing this snake coming at him. He reaches off to his side and pulls out his rapier.
Yep.
And he'll proceed to stab the snake while Neroth is on the other side of it.
Stabby.
So what do I get for flanking?
No flanking, but you do get sneak attack.
No flanking.
You have your sneak attack.
Yep.
Okay.
That's why he moved there.
Yes. I wanted to make sure you had snack.
21.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. So sneak attack damage.
Hits very easily.
So that's 21 damage.
Not bad.
Nice.
Not bad indeed.
I am then Balin's then going to proceed to bonus action disengage
Mm-hmm.
and move to just here, just out of its reach.
Alrighty.
Because I
Move
don't
to
trust you
another
in
snake.
terms of another one going to show up down here somewhere.
He said he placed. He said he only placed 2 down. If the third one shows up, then we know he's lying.
I'm sorry, but I am constantly hitting X on my keyboard right now. Can you hear it? Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Hear that? I'm pressing X to doubt.
That it?
Yeah, that's it for me.
This is especially funny for me because the one that burrowed before was only going to hit the thing that moved last. So that was little buddy, but that is now you.
Fuck's sake!
As that is still just enough distance for it to get to you and have a tree to pop up in.
I was gonna say, like, there was still one more snake.
I call bullshit. This is bullshit.
How did it get through the grass and all that so quickly?
There is no way it has 70 feet of movement.
It didn't do anything last round, so it was dashing. Alright, it's gonna, so 2 bites. I guess Neroth, since he's bigger than little buddy, and Balon for the second one, so Neroth, that's gonna miss. Of course Balon gets the natural 19.
So it's just so what's the other one?
So Mrs. Neroth, this is a bite for you, so you take oh, this does more damage apparently.
Oh gee, great. I guess I know what I'm using my reaction on.
18 damage of a mix of piercing and poison.
Okay, I am going to use my reaction to half that into 9 then.
Yes.
Okay, so there we go.
Red.
Oh, he's bloodied.
I'm putting that. We've been using that in terms of like we're at half health or below, just as like so
Yeah,
everyone
because-
knows that we're
I
in
mean,
dire
You've already
straits.
been-
Everyone
don't
can
use
see
the-
everyone else's numbers anyway, so.
Yeah, I know, but in a normal, you can't see the health bar. Like, not all DMs go, here's the health bar.
Yeah, that's true.
So this lets us know that they're bloodied or
Yeah,
they look bloodied.
I let allies see the health numbers of their own allies because that makes sense and it's easier that way. But that's their turn. Troll's fucking dead. Niana, you're up.
I'll move over here and punch the danger noodle.
Punch the danger noodle.
Punch some danger
That
noodle.
one's at half health actually. Hit. For 6. Wait, I'm adding. What do I have to make? Okay, that. Yep.
It's great that you can reach from behind me and punch
That's
them.
pretty good, yeah.
These spectral arms coming beyond my head.
Until a creature has 10-foot reach.
I just circled around your body.
Yes, so that hits. You can do your other attacks. Yep, 9. Yep.
Oh,
That misses though.
okay.
It's starting to look pretty fucked up though.
Does it have a red dot?
Oh, it's more than a red dot. It's like 2 red dots. Anything else?
No, I'll end that.
All right, Neroth.
Well, I suppose I should probably do something, so I guess I will booming blade this snack.
I mean, until you get extra attacks, I'm always going to assume you're booming blade.
First, let me make sure I remove this because otherwise I will.
Oh, the hex blades, yeah.
Yeah, because I've got my Beyond 20 set to
19.
roll with Hexblade.
Um.
So 16 and
So 4 plus 2.
oof, such terrible
6
damage.
It is barely alive.
I should have considered smiting, but I didn't say it, so I don't get to do it.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't have let you anyway because I told you what happened.
Let's see.
Do you have a bonus action anything? I don't think you do.
I will channel divinity to do. Let's see. Flash. Roll 1d3. So Balon, you get that much health back since you're below half.
Oh.
Nice.
Is it below or below equal? Because he's equal to half.
If it has no more than half its max HP.
There you go. 9 hit
Oh,
points.
nice. Thank you.
Very nice. Alrighty. Isabel.
Oh, actually, is anyone else around half? Now that I think about it,
Just Balon.
because I can actually do that for each creature of my choice within 30 feet.
Ooh,
That's why it's
nice.
my channel divinity is strong.
That's nice. You can like make everyone conscious again.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I'm gonna move here
Mhm.
and tell Balin to get out of the goddamn trees.
Yeah.
Balin, get out of the trees! They can't hide if they're on the path. I'm gonna shoot the cobra next to him.
Top or bottom?
Bottom. The one that's next to Balin.
Well, I wasn't expecting to be this unlucky.
I think that
Oh
one
yeah,
hits.
oh yeah.
Maybe just a little.
Yeah, you only
I'm
just
gonna
hit
take
with a
damage.
25.
It's only 6 damage to it.
Yep.
And I'm gonna tell little buddy, finish up that one off quickly and go and help Balin. So he's gonna slap that one next to him.
Yeah, basically.
It's a slap.
Where the hell are the attacks? Oh, there it is. This one? God damn it, little buddy!
Oh no. 9 misses.
I basically did a Muppet version of Chudo Chop. Just
And so because he missed, he didn't finish him off, so he's not gonna go to Balin.
That's fair.
That's fine.
Alright, Balon, speaking of.
Yeah, bonus action disengage. Get the fuck out of there.
Yep.
I will actually, in fact, go here.
God
Okay.
damn it! I told you to get out of the trees.
And finish off that one, hopefully.
And attempt to finish off that one, yeah. So, going to attempt to rapier this thing.
What tree was this one at before? The bottom one. I think it was.
The very top tree.
No, I mean when he was burrowing through. 9 will miss.
Okay, 14, 15, 20. All right, so 25, 30.
Oh my god, if you go within reach of
35.
this spot, then I'm thinking. Okay, no, you're not.
Actually, no, not that here. So just in case I do get jumped, little buddy can help with
There's
reactions.
no tree there for it to jump you from,
Yeah, but apparently it goes through the ground as well.
and pops out of trees until it doesn't.
Yeah, this thing's
Then I'm gonna be
this thing's
mad.
apparently got wormholes all over the freaking map, so I don't trust anything right now. I'm
I've
staying
literally
here.
like
I
marked
believe you mean
spots
snake
that
holes.
it can spawn in.
Again. Again.
Alright, anything else?
That's my turn. So I guess I
Alright.
missed.
Their turn. This one can't get to a spot to reach you. However, with its burrow thing, it can. Oh wait, hold on. No, that's the same tree. It can't go there. It can go here. Or here or here, but I'll put him here. Neroth followed by Little Buddy. So I believe Neroth's one's at disadvantage. Because of Little Buddy.
That's
Yeah.
if we could impose disadvantage
Yeah,
with a
you
reaction.
can impose disadvantage.
Doesn't have to be right away.
Yeah, it's
Alright,
on
I
whenever it
guess-
chooses to do so.
Alright, well, I guess one's hitting Little Buddy and the other is hitting Neroth. Azable, are you imposing disadvantage on Neroth's one?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay, good, because that would have hit otherwise. And then the one on Little Buddy, that is a 17. Does that hit?
Probably.
I think
15
it does.
AC, yeah, it hits. So Little Buddy, I'm assuming is immune to poison. Yes, he
I gotta-
is.
Yeah, construct
Yes.
would be.
He's immune to poison, charmed, and exhaustion.
Oh, that's still high dice. He takes 18 piercing damage.
That's fine. She'll be right. You'll
as
be
the thing
right,
just
little
sort of
buddy.
just bites at it. The poison dripping off, but the piercing damage really denting his exterior shell. And that's their turn. Yana.
I'll finish. I'll try to finish off that snake that I was attacking before.
Uh-huh.
The one that everyone keeps missing?
Yes.
I just missed, didn't I?
No, that just hits. That's its AC. And 9 is enough to, as your astral arm reaches out towards this thing and clasps around its neck, it squeezes, and the head just as it pops and dies.
Can you not pop snake juice all over me?
Poisonous.
It's
Then
right.
I'll move over here and attack this one.
Mm-hmm.
This is the strongest soda I've ever drunk, with it being this acidic.
Yep, that's 9 damage.
And one more.
Critical hit.
A 1 and a 2 on the dice.
Oh, god damn it.
That is kind of funny, actually. That
See,
is 8 damage.
I wish we were doing perfect rolls, but at the same time, because Kyle crits so much against us,
Yeah,
would
that's
hurt.
actually
It's a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
it would hurt so much.
Well, hey, I'll give the option open to you guys if you want to do brutal criticals.
No, not with you.
Brutal for us, but not for you.
Yeah, brutal for us, not for you.
I mean, it makes my assassinate incredibly powerful, but
Yeah,
that's a real double-edged sword as well, considering you rolling.
yeah. Yeah. Either roll really well or really poorly. There's nothing in between.
Yeah, you've already crit on me once.
Yeah. Hey, you guys have crit like 3 times. Anything else, Yana?
No.
One of my criticals was a critical only because of Hexblade.
It's still a crit. Alright, Neroth, you're up. There's 1 snake left.
Well, I shall move into its range and booming blade. Since, that was kind of a given.
Obviously. 10 damage, nice.
28.
Plus 16.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Death's Door.
Okie dokie. I can do nothing else.
Alrighty. In that case, Zabel, you can finish it, right?
Yeah, sure.
Good reaction. Love it.
Well, there's a total of 3 attacks between you, little buddy, and Balon. You probably only need 1 hit. Let's see this.
I'm just trying to work out. Okay, this is a ranged ability. Cool. You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna put a bonfire on it.
Alright, that's what kind of save is that? It's a natural 5, it fails. I was like, what kind of save it? No, it fails. Roll the damage. You summon a small sun under the tree, which is enough to finish it off.
Oh, you just started a forest fire, haven't you?
I hope so.
No, please. That will end very badly for us.
Alright.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
As
So-
soon as I see see the thing like stop moving, I'm just gonna get rid of it.
Yeah, so on your you can only drop concentration on the following turns. That's a concentration rule I'll do.
I
But
thought you could drop concentration whenever you wanted.
well, that's how I do it for the game, because otherwise, if something like otherwise you can sort of cheese certain things. So I do. You can only drop concentration on your turn, but not on the same turn you cast the spell. But for this one, I'll say you can drop it, but because it still lights things on fire, so you do drop it as soon. But yeah, for future concentration spells, you can only drop it on your turn, but not on the turn you cast. So, because you did summon a bonfire under a tree, roll me 2d20s, essentially rolling with advantage because these trees won't alight that easily because of certain disease-like reasons. So yeah, Zabel, roll me 2d20.
That should be up here, right? Yeah, it's up here.
Yeah.
Can we bother
Yeah, it
typing the
doesn't light on
command?
fire. Yeah, I was like the higher because advantage, like if it's higher than 10, it doesn't light on fire. So yes, it doesn't light on fire and burn a forest fire down.
Hooray!
I just
Hooray.
click my fingers and the fire's gone.
Yeah, just but yes, that is initiative.
It's just like Greg gripping his arm that took the troll attack.
Yes.
Where did that actually hit me?
It sort of got you like along the shoulder and a little bit of the torso.
So yeah, basically holding my arm.
Yeah, Kyle, because you said the troll wasn't regenerating,
Yes.
I didn't have to do the triple layering that I was originally going to do. I was going to Searing Smite, then Booming Blade, and then Divine Smite.
Yeah.
Can I do a
Because
medicine
I
check
can
on
do that all in one go.
Do a medicine for what?
on Balin?
No, I'm just gonna say, come
Sure.
here, and then use 5 points of Lay on Hands to remove disease.
Well, I mean, you don't even really need to waste lay on hands.
I still have 20 points, and it resets every day.
I know, but mine also reset every day.
I mean, you can. Honestly, you can check to see what it actually is
Yeah,
because.
Yeah. So roll a medicine check. The DC is reasonably high. But
Wow, with a 22.
22 does surpass it by 5. It was a DC 17 medicine. So you sort of, as you're looking at the slash, you do see it is being infected with some sort of maggot-like creature. And you do notice with such a high check a couple things. The first is that you're actually able to pick out all the maggots without the need of the lay on hands.
Ugh.
Actually, no. First, what happens is I'm gonna
Gross,
tell
gross, gross.
I'm gonna tell Balin, I'm sorry, but this is necessary, and start casting Purify Food and Drink on him.
I'm sorry, what?
That's not food or drink.
Oh, I thought.
I mean, it could be quite the dish to some people, but this? Come on.
Yeah, he's alive. He doesn't count as food or drink.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Sorry. Wrong spell. Wrong spell. I meant lesser restoration, right?
I was like, what's that gonna do to his digestive tract?
That's gonna fucking kill him. But yeah, you notice a couple things. First, you notice actually quite a few properties of this disease. They seem to see some sort of maggots that, when infecting the creature, becomes a host for these maggots. They seem to slowly eat away at the creature's, for lack of a better term, life force. But like eat away at the creature from the inside out. And you're looking at the troll as well when you're doing this.
And I am confirming that I am not affected by this.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, they sort of just like died, or just couldn't penetrate your skin, and rolled off. You notice that they will slowly eat away at a creature, and until the creature dies. But you don't know what happens, if anything happens after that. You do think there's more to them than just that. You also notice that it seems any sort of healing or any sort of regenerative properties that are not caused by magic, these maggots seem to stop that. So you sort of conclude that's why the troll wasn't able to regenerate itself. It's because it was infected by these maggots. And the other thing, because you did get above a 20, you notice that the maggots and the coloration, you're pretty confident that the snakes that you fought could be maybe a subspecies of this maggot creature, or they have some sort of relation directly to the maggot. Maybe the maggots are like the larva. You're not quite sure. But the infective properties of this maggot does not seem to be restricted to just living creatures, but more just anything that lives. And you sort of attribute the rot on the troll's body to the rot that is a part of those trees around as well.
Could I do a medicine check on myself?
Sure. You want to see if you're infected as well?
Yeah, I can't see anything.
Yeah, with the 10, I mean, apart from general pain, you think you're fine. But you're not too knowledgeable. Actually, you
I
are very
mean,
knowledgeable. You're just a little
judging by
distracted.
what we've just found out, I think like Nereth would probably be like, "This is not good. I should probably make sure they're not infected."
Yeah, I was gonna do the same thing with Neroth as well. I was gonna check him as well.
Yeah. So you slowly check each other one by one. After seeing Balin being infected by them and pulling them out yourself as able, you're confident you can probably identify this without too much issue. And Balin was in fact the only one that was infected. It seems.
For good measure, though, I'm going to actually burn all 20 points of my
Just to
lay
pop
on
it on
hands
everyone,
to
yeah.
cleanse everyone.
That was hit, which is not as able.
Hmm?
Just as able was the only one that wasn't hit.
Yeah, but I mean, we've been in this forest, and we don't know if we could have picked it up for something else.
True. Very true.
Because knowing you would possibly do that to us.
Possibly.
So yeah, I'll make sure everyone has been cleansed.
Alrighty, so you lay on hands everyone to remove diseases. Also, Azable, make me a nature check.
Actually, since I'm actually immune to disease, I only need to do it to everyone but me.
Yes.
Also, thanks, Disable.
Huh? Just
For-
holding one of the maggots in his hand.
Yeah, it's like getting that out. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Starts preparing purified water.
Oh, and then I'm gonna do another 5 points of healing for Balon.
Some good fucking rolls from me.
Yeah. With a 19 for the nature, not only do you confirm all that information from before, but you do notice these snakes. You're actually pretty confident now. The maggots seem to be a subspecies of a creature type or creature that infects creatures specifically, and the snakes are a subspecies of the same type, which infect plants, specifically from
Oh,
the evidence of the
that's why they
battle
can
trees.
tunnel. So that's why they're so good at tunneling.
Yeah. So you actually you get the idea now that the snakes were burrowing not through the ground, but burrowing through the roots that were connecting all these trees.
I told you to get out of the trees, man. Why didn't you listen to me?
Yeah, Balon, you're at 40 hit points now.
Oh, am I? Okay.
Yeah, I used the last 5 of my lay on hands on you because I don't need it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Helpful. So I'm only a bit off max now.
But yes, I will actually, you know, because of such high medicine and nature, I'm just going to give this to you. So this is what you find out as Abel with those crazy high rolls.
I think about these.
Oh, dear God.
Oh, sorry, what was that?
I think these were in my other campaign.
I homebrewed this, so.
Well, I mean, it's something very similar to it.
Yeah, I took bits and pieces from other areas and put them together. But yes, so the creature version of this infection, you're not too sure about the nature one, but with the 22 medicine, you know the creature version of it. Every long rest, the creature loses max hit points, and then when their max hit points drop to 0, they die and transform into something else.
Guys, I got some bad news.
Yeah? What?
My catapult got destroyed because of these things.
You can't simply make another one?
It took me 3 hours to make that one.
Try to make another one in 2 then.
You know what? That's a good idea. Starts making another one. Starts walking and making another one.
Though I would recommend you don't use wood from this forest.
Yeah, you wouldn't. Yes, you wouldn't want an infected catapult, would you?
I think this wood is pretty safe right now.
With your nature, you know only certain trees and certain parts of trees are infected. The bushes, completely fine. It's the trees specifically and the deep-rooted plants that seem to be affected by the snakes.
And yeah, I think it's time we move away from the trees.
I was wondering when someone was going to pick up on that.
Away from the trees.
Alright. So,
I mean, I was letting it play out, but we should probably have moved back to the road quite a while ago.
probably.
We probably would have while we were cleaning ourselves up.
Yeah, and after I was able to finish investigating everything. Well, these were really high rolls. Yeah, so you make your way back to the road and continue your trip. And as the trip goes on, the remaining 2 days
Okay,
go fairly uneventful.
Hooray, rest time.
As you make your way to the town of Rorixville. and we'll take a quick break here.
All right, I'll just replenish my bolts. There we go.
let's get back to it. So, we return to the party, which actually has a name which I should replace instead of the party on that icon. Tempest Enders, that's right. I will quickly do that.
So what's available in this town?
Well, as you make your way to this town, it's a small-ish town, not as a bit smaller than Sheercliff, as Sheercliff had a very heavy export trade of minerals and ores.
Mhm.
Roriksville is a small sort of farming village that also does a little bit of lumbering as well, as it is near one of the thicker forests, actually the thickest forest in the Empire. Though Hazelwood Ranch, which is to the west of Wimblewood, is a lot more lumber based, as it is next to the crossroads. So this is sort of like a, little bit of lumbering, but mainly like just a small farming village. You could probably walk through the whole town in like 3 to 5 minutes. It's a population of what would be around, oh, how would you put it? I've written it down. Here we go.
70 people?
Sorry?
70 people?
Yeah, like not quite 100, but yeah, high sort of double digits. So yeah, I'll put it at 70. And it's a bit quiet in town, even though it's the middle of the day. Not a lot of people are out and about. But it's sort of towards the end of the day. You can probably find there's an inn sort of towards the center of the town.
Are there normal shops as well?
Define shops.
As in like a blacksmith?
Blacksmith. There's no visible blacksmith. A town of this size, you would probably know that there is a sort of town blacksmith, though that person, their skills would be limited to farming tools and maybe basic house or sort of like homeware or maybe basic tools for the average house.
Yeah,
It's
fair enough.
definitely not a weapon or armor blacksmith.
And a general goods store as well.
Uh, that in this town there isn't one, though the inn is large enough to probably also be able to sell a few basic things.
I mean, I just want more rations.
You would get
Primarily.
that at the inn. That would be where you would go for that kind of stuff.
All right, then we'll get some more rations from the inn then.
Yeah, most likely.
All right, it is later in the day. But yeah, you head into the inn. It's relatively small for an inn. At least the inn section of it, and has a slightly, compared to its size, the sort of the stall where the barmaid or the owner of the inn would be. They excuse me. That section's a little bigger. So we go over there. As sort of like a younger gentleman, probably early 20s, there, and he's like, "Oh, hey, how can I help you? We got some fancy travelers here, eh?
I have one question for you, good sir.
Oh yeah?
What kind of milk do you serve here?
Oh, we don't really have milk in these parts. It's a bit rural. You seem like the sort of
That sort
soldier
of feels
veteran type.
backwards to me, though. Why would a rural area not have, milk?
Because they do not have cows.
That's not the only milk, Kyle.
Oh yeah, right. Goat. Yeah, no, they would have goat milk. That's a fair point. They would. I did not consider milk when making this town. um,
It's
You
very
should have.
difficult for a rural town to not have milk of some
yeah,
kind.
no, they would have goat's milk. So yes, when you ask that, he's like, "Oh yeah, I got some goat milk, but only got a few goats, so enough for a cup or two if you want one."
Please. Where's your library?
Oh, library. Oh, they ain't no libraries here.
Where's your bookstore?
Don't. I can see you're not familiar with with the more rural country towns. You seem much like a city boy, eh?
Right, this
I don't
this
know
accent is great.
What do you mean you don't have a library and you don't have a bookstore? That doesn't make any sense. How
As
do you learn things?
this town is not a major city.
No, it isn't.
Or if you want
Well,
a library, your best bet is to go to Odeo or maybe Rockstone if you want the extra mileage.
That's right. There's a library in Rockstone, guys. I'll take my goat milk, please. And how many nights are we staying here, guys?
Oh, right away. That cup will be 2 copper.
I just look at the group. Guys, how long are we staying here for? And I start drinking the milk.
Alright, it's 2 copper.
I mean, at least for the night.
I haven't given him the money.
He hasn't given you the cup. You got to give the money first for the cup. Like, the rest of you would probably know that when you're buying something, especially in more rural areas, you
They
pay
don't give it
first
to
and
you
then you
until you
get the
pay
thing.
Zabel, if you want your milk, you need to pay him the money,
I know. That's why I'm looking at you.
and that's what I'm telling you. I know what you're looking at me for, but the money's not coming out of me.
Well, then where's it come from?
Your pockets.
Oh. I pull out a mini catapult.
Oh,
Is
that's
this
a
two
fine
coppers?
little toy you got there, son.
Is this 2 coppers worth?
Oh, I don't take catapults as a payment.
But
Oh.
but look at this, and I just fling a pebble across the room.
It's a catapult. I got that from the get-go.
Take 2 copper from your pocket and pay him.
Fine. Just this one time, though. Son of a bitch.
All right, you pay the 2 copper, and then he gives you. He goes and gets some goat milk for you. He's like, "Oh, here you go, son.
How much is the room?
Oh, how many you folks getting?"
Well, I'm bunking with little buddy.
I mean,
All separate, I guess.
yeah, I guess.
Oh, well, we got the rooms available, seeing we don't get so much travelers here, considering what's been going on. But sure enough, 4 rooms available for each of you. That'll be just for one night. That'll be 1 silver each.
Can I give him 1 silver?
And I'll hand over a silver as well.
Doing the same thing. I mean, Balan's then just going to look to him, just going, "What kind of things happening at the moment here?"
Oh well, some sort of big fancy muscly types like yourself. Probably seen the all the kobolds on the road and stuff. they've been a plague in our village for quite a while. But you don't need to worry about that. Some very nice traveler came in recently, and he's offered to deal with the problem.
That's good to hear.
Dressed like you, except got a bit of a plume on his head. The fifth room's actually being rented out to him.
A centurion?
Oh no, he ain't a big metal boy like you, sir. He's more fancy. Carries a nice little lute around him. Likes playing songs, and he's getting the room for free because he's plays some sweet songs.
I just scoff at that. By the way, I still haven't given him the 2 copper.
I guess we'll keep an eye out then for any more that
You
actually
have
try
given
to
him
be nice.
copper because he wouldn't have given you
He would
no.
have only given you the drink if you gave him the copper.
I gave him 1 silver. That's it.
Yeah. So that would have been for the room, but yeah. But yes, so he would have only given you the milk if you gave him 2 copper.
Hey Zabel,
Damn it.
I'll trade you 2 copper for 1 silver.
Zabel, make an intelligence check.
I need to make an intelligence check. I'm intelligent enough. Go fuck yourself.
Probably not a good deal. I mean, 2 whole coins, right? You're like, oh, 2 whole coins. Wait, hold on.
I'll give you 2 coins for your 1.
It's kind of like that Avatar scene where he's trying to barter with 2 freaking coppers against the pirates.
Yeah. Oh man, that was good. And he's like doing the little airbender tricks, like sleight of hand, popping them out of nowhere.
I guess I'm not drinking milk right now.
Okay. Well, your shits will be solid tonight.
It's alright, I'll just purify food and drink on myself.
Oh, Jesus. And all the bacteria in your gut dies, and you are now sick. But yeah, there's not a lot of folks in this inn. There's the strangely Bugs Bunny sounding dude at the front desk. There's like maybe 2 other people in here, which for a town of this size is not a lot of people at all. The inns are usually like where a lot of people go to meet up at night, maybe like half to a quarter of the town, but there's only 2 people here, which does catch you off guard. But you know, they're just sort of drinking quietly to themselves. They're the second group, which is 2 people. They're just sort of talking with each other, and you do get stares from pretty much everyone. All 3 to 4 people in here, as you do stand out quite a bit. But yes, you have your rooms.
Can't believe this guy didn't give me my milk.
Can't believe you didn't pay him.
Need to pay for it, you numpty.
I did pay for it. I gave him a whole silver.
For the room.
Pay for your room, not for your drink.
Semantics.
I believe you mispronounced economics.
Take inspiration there. That was great.
Thank you.
Mispronounced it for economics. Oh fuck me, that's great. Yes, you have your rooms. Sort of you order. You can order your dinners to either have in your rooms or just in one of the free tables, or the many empty tables of this inn.
I'll have it at the table. It's fine. I mean, so what is for dinner?
Sort of some dried meats that are a little too dry. And a couple of sort of mashed potatoes that are not as warm as you would like. And maybe like 1 or 2 veggies, not a lot of veggies, as vegetables are often relatively expensive, depending on the vegetable. So it's all right, nothing amazing, but it's functional.
Does it come with a drink?
Well, the dinners will cost um, uh, 3 copper each.
This is outrageous.
I will pay my 3 copper and get my dinner.
I'll give this
At least
scumbag
the other
5
people
fucking
in the
copper.
group know economics.
I'll give this scumbag 5 copper.
It gives you. It's like, oh, well, thank you, sir. I'll get your meal ready for you, and I'll get you your glass of ghost milk.
Better be the best goddamn goat milk I've ever had.
You haven't had much goat milk, but it's actually relatively decent compared to the meal at the very least. The meal's subpar at best, but the milk is like a nice little refresher to.
That's why the milk costs 2/3 of the meal.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yes, booze is cheaper than milk. But yeah, you all, as you're sitting in your meal, um, the people around us sort of staring almost, and the two people who are sitting at the table together just sort of quietly talking to each other about you guys, which Niana and Balin can hear with ease. At least can hear the contents of the conversation, which they're sort of back and forth, um, going like, it's like, oh, they seem uh, pretty strong. Oh, you think they're here to help with the problem? He's like, well, of course not, you idiot. Psh! And sort of hits him. It's like,
Well, these two stooges.
yeah, we already have one person here to deal with. Why do we need more? It's like we can't afford that. We couldn't even afford the first guy. Thank God he did it for free. And they're just sort of the contents of the conversation is about um, the something about the village being plagued or like constant sightings of creatures, and the two of them are arguing. One guy said he saw an ogre, and the other guy said that no, it wasn't an ogre, it was giants. And he's like, nah, I saw an ogre. It's like, nah, they were giants. I saw giants, and they're like bickering between each other almost.
While they're bickering, I wanted to tell little buddy, hey, little buddy, go over there. Try and scare them for me.
Roll a stealth check for little buddy, as he sort of gives you a little salute and just tries to sneak over there.
It's just a dex, right?
Yeah.
He does have stealth, which he doesn't.
You don't need, 14 is enough. They're just standard villager people. As little buddy sort of like slow, like the Niana and Balin, you guys see it with ease. Neroth, your back sort of facing them, as little buddy's like.
God damn it, little buddy, why are you so cute?
And as he's sneaking up, like jumping from behind chair, and when they glance at you guys to get a look, little buddy quickly hides behind a stool, and silently before they turn away to each other, and then he starts. And as he gets up to them, little buddy is not the smartest and is a bit of a ruckus. So what happens as soon as he gets up to this table? He leaps up onto the table.
That's my boy.
And just like, and the two. Actually, let me roll dex saves for these guys. An 8 and a 4. These guys fall back out of their chairs as little buddy spills their drinks and what remains of their meals, which was not much. It was pretty much just the drinks. As the table that he jumps on rocks and falls over, little buddy rolls off the table. The two guys flying back from their chairs, just scared shitless. and everyone's attention turns to little buddy, who's now like got like one of the spilt mugs sort of like upside down on his head like a crooked hat, and just sort of the head pops up from behind the fallen table to look at you as Abel. He's like, and then he scurries back to you, and they're just like, "Oh, what the
No,
fuck is
he doesn't.
that?"
He doesn't need to scurry back to me. I'm just gonna get up, start laughing, and be like, "Good one, little buddy. How are you two?"
They're just sort of like one of the guys is just like, "What the fuck is that?" And the other guy's still like, um, they were very scared by this random, as far as they can tell, monster has jumped on the table. Um, and they're like, "You fucking asshole! The fuck?
What? It was just a trick.
You're just bullshit control. You're the thing."
I was controlling it. I told him to do that.
You see the one that was freaking out is now just getting furious at you. Just like, "You fuck!" He sort of stumbles up. And you look and see the other two patrons that are by themselves. They're like laughing as well.
Calm down, calm down, calm down.
And the patron or the owner from behind the desk, he's sort of peeking over. He's like he's smiling a bit almost to laugh. He's like, "Well, little boy, I do appreciate the entertainment. Really like it if you didn't scare my patrons so often. Though, how you doing, Jim?" He's just like, "Fuck you, Gary." He's like, "All right." He's like, "All right, Jim. It's perfectly fine. You've been drinking since the afternoon, though, boy. You should get back to sleep so you can get back to work." He's like, "I am fucking going out there anymore. There's fucking ogres." It's like, "No, they're giants, you idiot. Shut up, Jim."
Now we're back on the conversation of giants and ogres. What exactly are you guys talking about, and where are they?
You didn't see them on the road?
We saw a troll on the road, but we didn't see any giants or ogres.
It's like, fucking trolls now. God fucking damn it. Versus goblins, now it's kobolds, and then fucking ogres and giants. What is this bullshit?
Are you talking about the creatures coming from the woods?
The woods? Nah, they come from everywhere. They're plaguing the town. Fucking, this is bullshit. And he just storms off. Um, and then his friend Jim is just like, hold on, Gary, wait for me," and chases in after him.
Kind of odd, don't you think? Just all of these kinds of creatures just plaguing this one town. Sounds kind of weird.
That's why I wanted more information. I was trying to break the ice with little buddy.
Yeah, that wasn't a good start, I don't think.
At this point, the innkeeper has come over and is starting to clean up the mess. He's
So what
like,
about you, sir? Can you tell us more about these things?
There's been lots of people in the town are getting scared and all that. Lots of different reports of different creatures sort of coming close to town. Never in the town though. They're don't know why. But they're sort of. I even saw some strange witches. I think. With a sort of a pointy hat and had a broom and shit. They've been sort of like surrounding the town and scaring people or something. Don't really know. No one's gotten hurt. Thank the gods.
So no one's come in sick.
Sick. Apart from the usual sicknesses, no, not really.
Okay. Hmm.
But you don't need to worry about that anymore.
I don't know. This kind of seems very interesting to me.
Well, we got a lovely gentleman came into town. He's the guy with the loot that I was telling you about. He uh, offered to solve the problem for a small donation of 10 gold pieces. Quite a lovely gentleman.
Where is this gentleman, by the way? I haven't seen him tonight.
He went out this afternoon to go solve the problem.
When does he do? Is this like his first night?
Oh, he only came in 2 days ago. Sort of you
And
know,
you've already paid him the 10 gold.
no, that it was a small. You know what? I don't know. I'd assume it was a small payment up front, and then the rest upon completion. Uh, I mean, if you're curious, you can talk to Maggie. She's sort of the pseudo leader of this village. You know, makes all those big fancy choices.
You know what? I think I will. You
Oh,
guys interested?
you go, yeah.
Guys?
Very curious.
All right. Well, if you're curious on finding out more, Maggie sort of go out the building. The one with the chimney on the right side, on the other side of the town. That's usually where she stays. That's her place. I'm sure she'd welcome the help, but we can't really afford to, pay so much.
One last question. Actually, you know what? I'll ask Maggie. It's alright.
Oh, very well, sir. Do enjoy the rest of your meal, and your rooms are ready. Just all the rooms except for the first one.
You got to admit though, it was a pretty good trick on those two.
Oh, it was hilarious. He's a bit of a dick, so I do appreciate a good laugh against his against his person.
I'm just gonna finish up my meal.
Alrighty, what's everyone else doing?
Just listening,
Clearly.
wanting to say much about this. It's all news to report to the Legion later.
Yes.
Hmm.
Alrighty, so you finish up your milk. Who is going? Are you all going with Azable to see Maggie?
I'm not gonna go today. I'll go tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
What time is it? What time is it currently?
It's probably like 4 5 p.m. ish, like just
Oh,
before
if
sunset.
it's that early in the day, then I'll go today. I thought it
Yeah.
was gonna be later. It's like
Oh,
9.
okay, no,
Yeah,
it's
I was
about to
thinking
be
like, might
sunset.
as well. Yeah, might as well go today.
Mm.
All right. Excuse me. That voice is interesting to do. Brings up a lot of fun. Um, but yes, you make your way to the house that the innkeeper mentioned. Um, and sort of so you get to it. You sort of just knock on the door. Um, and you hear a female's voice is just like, just a minute. Um, and soon after comes a human female, probably late 20s, early 30s. Very roughly kept, but probably a little better dressed than everyone else in the village. Um, and just seeing all of you in your very decked out equipment, at least to a village of this scale, um, she's like, oh well, please come right in.
I don't want to take up much of your time, but
All
we
right.
heard
Well, what can I do for such
we heard
interesting people?
from what was it, Jim and Garrett? I would think it was.
Gary was the main dude of the two,
All right, so Gary and
and Jim was the other dude that got scared.
Yeah. So we heard from Jim and Gary,
And
Garrett,
the
maybe,
innkeeper mostly. So,
that you guys have been having some issues with monsters around here.
Oh yes, the lots of reports coming in from other villagers spotting a plethora of different creatures. I was sort of troubled on what to do until a fine gentleman came in and offered to solve the problem for just a few gold coins.
Now I've got one question for you right now. That's
Sure.
just popping up the most.
Of
Do you have
course.
any ruins or old caves around here?
Sort of raises an eyebrow at that. I don't know about ruins. I mean, the closest thing to a ruins is probably the dry stone castle. Not, I mean, caves. There's caves all over the place. Not really one that sticks out in my mind.
So how long ago did this start? Did all these creatures start coming at the same time, or was it over time?
Oh, it all seemed to start about a week ago. We got a. Oh, please, let's not stand. I think I have enough seats for everyone. She sort of brings you in and offers you all seats, and then continues. But yes, there's about a week ago we've had or 10 days or so. People have slowly started report sightings of different kinds of creatures. The most common one we've seen is goblins, but we've had reports of hold on, let me get my notes. She goes to one of the benches, goes through a few bits of parchment. Here we go. Mostly goblins. A few counts of kobolds, ogres, giants, a couple of bandits, uh, wolves, and witches as well. The surprising thing though is that really got me confused. Is none of these sightings in, resulted in any attacks. Normally, especially for say wolves and bandits, they normally don't just let the people run away. You know, they either result in a few injuries or maybe, God forbid, death. But the sightings are quite astronomical in number, but don't really seem to be posing any threat, but more just unease within the town.
Hey, Kyle,
Yes.
does this sound like illusions to me?
I mean, possibly. You would know illusions to be, depending on the kind of illusion, would be either just visual in nature or would be all the senses but never touch.
Yeah, that's why I'm questioning it.
You do know of like maybe one or two illusion spells where um, it's it stimulates all the senses and can even hurt people, but those are pretty high level spells.
And
see.
this is for, I'm guessing, the rest of the party, but uh, this is probably metagaming too much, but do bards do illusion spells?
They can. They have access to a lot of arcane spells as well as a couple cleric ones.
They certainly can.
Pretty much every spellcaster, apart from maybe druids, can do illusions.
I don't think artificers can.
College of Glamour, straight up.
Yeah, Glamour could.
And I'm pretty sure Whispers can as well.
I don't want to
mean,
metagame too much into it.
But Whispers are more assassins than actual
Yeah,
sort of.
pretty much every bard can do illusions.
But are they usually? Never
The
mind. I don't
ones
mean
that
metagaming too
usually
much.
will be College of Glamour and possibly College of Eloquence, but they prefer just straight up words.
But yeah.
So I'm just gonna ask the lady again. I forgot her name already. Mary, Margaret,
Maggie.
Maggie. How long are these creatures being around these parts? Yeah.
Well, some of the creatures are natives. You know, very rarely we do get bandits can show around these parts, but not but they've been sort of quieting it down lately and are more active in the western areas. But most of these creatures are not native here at all. And in fact, this is the first time some of these creatures are appearing. Apart from wolves, which is common within the forest of the Wimblewood, and very rarely you can get maybe a goblin clan that sort of roams around to the more far east near the Drystone Castle.
Hmm. Because I'm very interested in this case, but less so now because there's no ruins.
Well, when hold on, make a history check. I'll say Neroth you can as well with advantage.
All right.
17 and 20. Wow. Very nice. So, Zabel, you sort of, in your effort to research ruins and stuff, you also look at abandoned places. So when she says Drystone Castle, um, you know that it is an abandoned castle to the east. That, though you don't know many details about it, there was one or two mentions of it maybe being a ruin itself, though maybe though you're not sure whether it's a ruin of itself or whether it's actually the kind of ruins that you would be interested in. Neroth, you would know Drystone Castle is used to be a military outpost for the Empire, um, about which was abandoned about 50 or so years ago, maybe a bit more, as Drystone Castle, although it is quite a large castle and one of the Empire's forefront military operations of when they were first founded, because of their perpetual alliance with Mandia and also the um, the dangers lessening around the Deepstone Belt, um, it was abandoned due to the inefficiency in cost versus reward, and they decided it would be cheaper and more beneficial to just abandon the castle outright, um, rather than um, man it with minimal guards and maintain the place. Especially during the war with the Osmane theocracy, however many years ago that was. I have to find the notes on that later. Um, and it was during about halfway through that war that, um, or 3/4 of the way through that war, where the Empire and Mandia joined in halfway through that war against the Osmane theocracy, that they decided to abandon that castle then. So it's probably around 50-ish years abandoned.
Yeah.
Neroth, you would also note that there's reports of the castle being taken over by bandits and more unlawful operations being run out of the castle. And there has been talks of maybe trying to recapture the castle, to purge, or more specifically, to clear out the castle and then either keep it or demolish it. But yes.
Real estate.
I mean, you can if you look at the map, you can tell the size of the castle. It's a pretty big castle. So the fault in having this castle is more, of having that castle was they built such a big castle in a place that's probably not the best military place, and they realized only after that it was a mistake.
I don't know how they realized that only after. It's in such a bad spot.
Yeah. Well, the reasons they initially built it were right, but it became very redundant a lot quicker than they.
How far
Very
away is the
redundant.
castle?
The castle's probably the same distance between from Rourkesville that it is to Rodeo. About a 9-10 day trip. Yeah, I'd say a 10ish day trip, whereas Odeo's like 14.
Takes us away from our current objective for no reason, really. At this stage.
Yes, and she's only mentioned the castle because you were talking about ruins and stuff.
Yeah. Well, listen, Maggie, I'm a little interested in your mystery here.
Well, I hope it can be resolved quickly.
Can you tell me anything that the person with the loot has said to you?
Oh yes, the Varut's his name. If if you're curious, sort of. I haven't heard of him before, but apparently, according to him, he's quite famous. Niana, could you give me a history check?
Sure, with a -1 to history.
I will say, okay, I was going to say advantage, but it doesn't matter. 17. The name sounds familiar, and the full name, which she says, is Varut Dinklesworth. So
Dinklesworth.
VEROOT DINKLESWORTH.
You can just type it into Discord.
I'll do it in Roll20.
Oh, yeah.
There you go, Varut Dinklesworth. And he is the only reason it sounds familiar to you is the college, I think it's called, where you trained. You know, they train many a person, you know, entertainers, martial artists, um, and you vaguely recall the name only because it's very unique. Um, Probably your junior, though you don't know much about them.
So, all right, I'll just mention that to the group. I think he went to the same college as me.
You went to a college?
Yes. This
What kind of college teaches you how to do that with your arms?
Yeah, I'm gonna look at her quizzically.
that's extracurricular.
I like how we just derailed this conversation in this person's house.
Um,
How about we go and meet this person? Adventure calls, friends.
How are you going to try and find this person?
Find? No. Wait? Yes.
All right. So what you doing now?
Don't want to fucking sleep.
All right. So you guys are heading back to the inn.
Most likely, yes.
Sorry, I was gone. I was gone for a lot of that. Can I just get a short recap of what I missed?
Of which bit? The
Oh,
castle
just this main conversation with Maggie that we've had.
Okay, so the conversation specifically with Maggie, so not including the history checks.
Mm-hmm.
Their villagers have been reporting sightings of a plethora of creatures, some somewhat native to this area, but most of them not, and some of them very unique. Goblins was the most common, but there's also been kobolds, ogres, giants, bandits, witches, and wolves. No one has been injured as a part of these sightings of these creatures. And they have been plaguing the town, causing unrest in this village since about 7 to 10 days ago. about 2 days ago, this person called Varut Dinklesworth came into town, seemingly very friendly, and after hearing of the problem, when Maggie was unsure whether she should hire outside help, he came in and offered to solve the problem for a very cheap price.
And Niana knows him. Well,
Niana's
knows of him.
heard of him, knows of him.
Okay, right. Thank you.
And at the moment, I think we're just heading back to the inn to see
Stay
if
the
we can
night.
catch this person. Yeah, stay the night, catch this person if they end up turning up here.
Yeah.
Alright. So are you just like keeping watch of it, or?
Yeah, might as well. Like, we're not gonna go to sleep until probably like what 9 or 10 anyway.
Okay. So you go back to the inn, and you sort of, do your own things. And it gets to around 10 o'clock. And
I'm gonna try sell this goddamn catapult to this innkeeper.
make a persuasion check.
Not for much, just saying like it could be a piece of art in your inn.
Wait. Or it does disappear after a day or so, doesn't it?
Yes.
Disadvantage. Oh no, sorry, not disadvantage. Deception.
Oh well, I'm not deceiving him.
You're trying to sell him something that you know is not gonna be. I'll take the first roll because it's the same bonus, so 19. With a 19, he will offer you.
He doesn't need to offer me anything, kind of. I'm just like kind of giving to him, just gonna be like, this thing is amazing. You should put it right here.
Okay. And with a 19, he will. He's like, oh, that's much appreciated, sir. You seem to like the milk. Here, and he gives you a complimentary mug of goat's milk.
I smile, and then I just go back to the group, and I'm just like, I did it, boys. I did it.
So you successfully bartered. Good on you.
Bartered? What are you talking about? I just gave him something, and he gave me something in return.
That's bartering.
No, I don't think you understand what bartering is.
Quid pro quo.
All right. So yes, as the night goes by, it gets to about 10 p.m. ish. And you don't see evidence of this person returning.
Huh?
Bard sauce.
Hey, what makes you think he's a bard? He could just like
Bard
playing. He could
sauce.
just have proficiency in loots.
I mean, I'm just going to bed. It's not like this is my problem.
All right. Does anyone else want to stay up or do like a rotation to see if the dude comes back?
Might as well, I think.
Okay. If the three of you rotate, that'll be enough to go through the whole night. And as you do, so the morning comes and he has not come back. At least as far as you can tell, anyway.
Maybe he's in trouble and he didn't make it back.
Maybe he's a scammer and just took the money and left.
I mean, we don't know much about them anyway, so.
Well, you probably would know from Maggie. She didn't give a down payment. So the payment of the job is only upon completion.
has piqued my interest, but it takes us away from Odeo. But it has piqued my interest, but it's taken us away from Odeo. Little buddy, what do I do? You're right. Alright, guys, let's go find this person.
Little buddy, the most persuasive person in the group.
What did little buddy say? Just out of curiosity, was it something along the lines of more parts, or?
He said, and that's the proper translation. I'll give you a hint. Zabel's making it up in his head.
Don't tell them that!
Alright.
Oh god, I can't. Oh, never mind, I can.
So Zabel wants to go find this person. What about the rest of you?
I'm mildly concerned, so I feel like the person might have failed their mission.
Okie dokie.
It's possible that they failed their survival check.
And got lost in the woods.
No, I mean the check that to see if they live.
Yes, it's one check and you either live or you die.
Same thing, really.
Alrighty, so you all decide to try and find this person. How are you going to try and find this person?
We listen for a lute-like sound.
Yes, because he's playing it in the middle of the forest.
Why not?
Guess we'll go to the innkeeper and just be like, do you know which way the route went?
Oh, the nice dude. He's probably heading to some of the more the northern farmer fields. They seem to be having the most trouble with these sort of scary sightings and stuff.
How far away are they?
Oh, it's only about a 5 to 10 minute walk outside of town. It's pretty close.
Alright. Guys, let's go. And I start walking with little buddy next to me. Even if they don't follow me.
Oh man.
We should probably go. Otherwise, we might end up accidentally killing someone.
Yes. All right, let's go.
Oh yes, Zabel, remember you do have that luck point ring.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I always remember it. I just never use it.
Okay. You save it for something important that will never come.
Pretty much. You know, the final game boss.
Yeah, you still have all your potions.
To the northern fields.
Alrighty. So you make your way to the northern fields, and based on his direction, sort of figure out a general idea where to go from there. Whoever wants to lead, make a survival check as you start trekking through some of the more thicker areas.
What's everyone got?
For survival,
Hmm.
I'm bad at that.
I've got +5.
I've got
Plus
3,
four.
so I'll just let Balin do it then.
All right, I'll lead.
Alrighty.
19.
Oh shit, nice. So you're going through, and it's you know where to travel, where not to travel, and based on the directions, you get a pretty good idea. Someone else also make a perception check just to sort of keep a lookout.
Not me.
I think Niana should do so.
Is it daytime?
Yes, it is.
Probably not me then.
Because you have to. Well, I mean, the other two are 5 lower than you anyway, so it's all 3 of you basically have the same perception.
All right, fine.
God, it sucks that I can't do everything.
What the fuck?
Oh no!
This was a mistake.
18's good.
But we never
But
said
two
you were
is
doing
not.
it. We said Niana was doing it. So Niana should be rolling.
Is this where I use up that inspiration straight away?
You have to call inspiration before.
Ugh.
All right.
Okay. Next time you do survival, I'll do the perception. In terms of like needing
Maybe I should be doing the survival. I'm +4 on it. I'm an
Nah,
expert.
too bad. I already chose to do it, so that's fine.
To be fair, though, Zabel was kind of leading anyway. He was in front.
Yeah, we can do that for any sort of future checks.
Yeah.
Of going through. But you're going through. Balan following what you do with the 19 find humanoid tracks, or bipedal tracks anyway. And so you sort of follow them, Neroth keeping a lookout for any anything else around in the vicinity.
Not keeping a very good lookout, but a lookout nevertheless.
Yeah, you left your visor on, but you're like, it's fine. You know, the glow that from my eyes is not totally blinding.
Little buddy jumps on his head.
Yeah. Basically. And you're following the tracks. And then sort of you all get spooked as you hear, "Oh, hello, friends. I see we have some more interesting folk around here." And you all sort of jump and turn, and about sort of 15 feet off to the side, you see what do you see?
A minotaur.
Where's the visual of him? You see a halfling male with a bushy brown hair, and a very bright smile from ear to ear, probably around the ages of 30 to 40. And as he sort of comes out of the grass, he's like, oh, that seems to be but yes, quickly hiding his confusion of the thing in his mouth. Oh yes, what brings such a fine individuals out here?
And who are you exactly?
Oh, apologies, I should introduce myself. Varut Dinklesworth, lone wanderer traveling Aferon to help good people in need, whether it's chasing off dangerous beasts or protecting those who cannot fend for themselves. That is who I am. Who are you lot? I am quite curious.
I'm gonna eye him down with a squint and just be like, I expected you to be taller.
Height's not everything, tall or little boy. Though I'm sure you're a bit young to know the true meaning of that phrase.
I throw a pose, and I'm just gonna be, I'm a Zabel!
Performance check.
And this right here is Little Buddy!
Performance check as you and Little Buddy pose. 4. Jesus.
It's a great pose. I'm dabbing.
Yeah, you're dabbing. There we go. You sort of pose and Little Buddy tries to copy it, but with he puts one of his arms up over his face and then he ends up blinding himself and sort of falls over. It's like pop. And he just looks at you. He's like, right. Well, I've never heard of you, but that doesn't seem to be entirely surprising. Curious creature, though. Oh, not a creature, mechanical in nature. Quite fascinating. What about the rest of you? Anything interesting about the rest of you?
I suppose there should be plenty interesting about us. Though it depends on interesting to who.
Exactly.
When you speak now, sort of you see his eyebrow raise as he looks you up and down, seeing the symbol of the Boris Legion on your chest piece, and he's like, "Oh my! I didn't realize the Boris Legion would come all the way to such a small town like this." And he sort of, corrects himself. What brings someone of you down here, or up here, I should say?
Legion scouts wander the lands. If you know anything about the Empire, you would be aware of this.
Oh, of course, I come from Odeo itself.
Well, I am one of those scouts,
Right, but no particular reason.
returning from an assignment.
Right, right. Good to know, good to know. But I have assumed you've heard of the devilish creatures wandering these wilds.
From
Yes, we have
the
indeed.
town yesterday, yes.
Right, yes. And I suppose you're wandering here to deal with such creatures?
Investigate, at least.
Less the creatures, more find you.
Oh, me? Oh, why do you need to find little old me?
Because you didn't return to the inn yesterday? Last night?
Oh, that is very sweet of you, little boy, but Varut Dinklesworth can take care of himself. These wilds are nothing but a small hurdle for one of my stature.
Oh, by the way, this one hasn't spoken much, but she said she knows you.
Oh?
No, it's nothing. It's nothing. Don't
No,
worry.
no, no, do tell, do tell. I am quite curious. Where has my name reached? What is your name, fine lady?
Uh, Zafira.
Oi!
Shit! What the fuck?
Deception.
Oi!
As you are clearly stumbling over your words. 15. Oh, well, Zafira, it is my pleasure to meet you. Varun Dinklesworth at your service. Sort of takes your hand and gives a kiss to it.
Thank you. And then I jerk my hand back.
What is a fine lady such as yourself doing in this brush?
I was just tagging along and same
Worried
reason.
about little old me. Oh, that's very sweet of you, my dear, but you do not need to worry about me. I am perfectly capable of dealing with many a challenge. I have slain many a creature, and the trifling issues of this town are nothing but a simple issue to be solved by myself. So you all have no need to worry. I am perfectly safe, and will be forever on, and will shortly deal with the issues plaguing this town. So,
Can I actually insight that he's actually telling the truth about that?
sure.
8.
Seems perfectly truthful.
Hmm.
Seems like a pretty nice guy too.
Uh-huh.
But please, if you all do not have any other business with me, I do have a heroic business to get to. So, to all of you, good day, and to my lady, I I hope to see you
Press
again.
X to doubt.
With an 18, he's obviously putting on a facade. Right? It's fairly straightforward. Um, he's definitely exaggerating quite a few things. And you do doubt him. Rightfully so. Specifically when he says deal with the creatures plaguing this town.
You seem to know a great deal about uh, creatures plaguing the town.
Is As he's walking away, sort of turns around and looks at you. He's like, "Well, yes, that is why they hired me, as you would say."
Where did you find all the information you seem to have?
Well, in
Being as
case,
you are also traveling.
well, I just happened to be passing through uh, when I came to the town plagued with such horrible misfortune. Um, but such misfortunes shall soon be alleviated.
Indeed.
And because the town asked me to. and they told me. As when adventuring, of course, it is important to gather information. And he sort of pauses.
I'm still in just full doubt mode. Like
Unless there's anything else, I really should be getting back to, heroic deeds and the like.
We tag along, help you out.
I work much better alone, if that's alright with you.
You know what? So do I.
I prefer. Oh,
But
well,
I have these people here that are capable of helping me out anytime I want, especially when it comes to money.
yes, a small boy like yourself, I'm sure, would have such issues. But I do not. No offense, although you all look fairly capable, I would not like to be a. What is the word? Have to carry you along.
no, like you won't be able to see it, but Nara sort of raises an eyebrow at that.
He could carry much.
Yeah, carry much.
Just chuckles a little bit at that. Bit of almost like a scoff.
Right, so good day to all of you, and
All right, see ya.
he'll walk off.
It's good to know that you're okay.
I always am. Right,
When
what
he
you doing?
walks away, when we walk away, actually, when we make it back to like the farms, I'm guessing. So
Okay,
is Zafira.
So you're making your way back to the farms?
Yeah, and
Yep.
then I'm gonna be, and then I'm gonna question Niana. Sorry, Zafira. When did you get your name changed?
Just then. But I'm changing it back now.
Oh, it's fair enough.
Yeah. I remembered him. I don't like him at all.
Why? Why not?
Um, let's say he was very pushy in certain ways. But I'll just leave it at that.
Can I inside her?
Sure. What are you trying? I would say Niana. What does he find? Oh yeah, Niana. What does a 3 tell him?
Get out of my business.
He's a very irritating individual to be around.
There you go. He's a very irritating individual to be around.
And I'm not. Alright. I guess we're off to Adeo, guys. I'm done here. I've helped out this town as much as I possibly can. There's nothing else I can do.
All right. So what's the plan?
I suppose leave. If he doesn't want our help,
I guess so, yeah.
Okie
I'll
dokie.
just I'll just report the issues, if there are any, to my Legion camp. And if he
Seems
dies in the process, that's not exactly my problem.
If he dies, too bad. All right. You
I
begin.
don't think he's gonna die somehow. I think he's gonna solve this problem.
Then good for him. He did a thing.
I think he was the problem.
All right. So you start making the trip to Odeo. And you know what? I think I'll call it there.
Okay.
As you begin the trek to Odeo, the capital of the empire.
How long is it going to take us to get there? 12 days, about, or 11?
Yeah, almost a week. I mean, almost a fortnight.